Like, they'd elect the king of Saxony. No, not the good parts of Saxony. Not like Brandenburg and Prussia, stuff like that. No, the Duke of Saxony. They'd elect him to be the king of the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. What would he do? Time to go try my hardest to defend this country I've never been to and don't care about. No, he would go, I don't give a shit. Oh, you're invading them? Great, do it. I don't care. Literally, the worst government in all of human history. In combination with the genocide committed by the Swedes, not too good.
Minions have spawned.
Balance above all else.
No, there has never been a worse government. There has never been a nation with a more powerful army, with such a great position, that was just so unbelievably terrible. I mean, to put it to you this way, Poland alone, not Poland, Lithuania, Poland alone was generally strong enough to defeat pretty much any country at the time other than maybe like the Ottomans. Poland plus Lithuania was losing to everyone.
Balance above all else.
How was Poland so strong? Because they were actually a very well-developed and populated area of the world that never really had to deal with hardships other than maybe the Mongols. But even then, the Mongols mostly fucked with Hungary, not Poland.
An enemy has been slain.
Yeah, Poland now is poor. Historical Poland was very powerful. Yeah, you have to remember, there was Swedish genocide, and, well, Russian genocide, and German genocide, and Prussian genocide, and Austrian genocide. Did the Turks ever get into Poland to genocide them? I don't know. I mean, they could have if they... I mean, they would have if they could have. But there weren't many Poles left to genocide after Sweden got through with them. Swedes just like stayed in Poland for a decade, killing them all.
An ally has been
But it's okay, they have a funny accent, so we forgave them for it. Okay, what am I doing? There we go.
Justice will
I think Corki is a broken champion? Not really. Oh, don't shoot me with your gun. Come on. Get a fair fight.
An enemy has been slain. Killing spree.
I'm on my way.
I missed my E to give him a false sense of security. It was actually an ingenious play by me. He really shouldn't have been that overextended though, like against a Kassadin. I don't know. He couldn't reasonably hope to outtrade me. And I had my ult, and to be honest, I probably could have killed him 1v1. I don't know. By the way, do you guys see this Tear of the Goddess stacking? This is some serious Tear of the Goddess stacking. Like, I'm stacking this thing like it's never been stacked before. I'm stacking this thing so hard that people come up to me and they say, Hashinshin, is that Tear of the Goddess stacking for real? And I say, yeah, that's some real Tear of the Goddess stacking. They're like, Jesus Christ, I didn't know you could stack it that much. I should have ulted out of that. That was a good chunk of damage. Am I doing better mid lane? Cause I got a gank? Can you imagine if I was just camped the entire game? I would not be doing well. Oh, that one hurt, not gonna lie. Why fleet on Kassadin? Healing for the laning phase.
I'm on my way.
I don't think you guys realize how important it is to have a good jungler in this game. Like, people don't get it, and they've never gotten it. Like, they've never understood. Like, I would see this all the time. When Dyrus used to play, I would see things like, how come Dyrus does, like, really good sometimes and really bad other times? Like, well, because sometimes he gets ganked and sometimes he gets camped. Yeah, but, like, it's like some games he feeds and then some games he gets really fed. Oh, yeah, because of the jungler. No, 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 no. It's like he gets good and bad randomly based on the game. If Kassadin had his silence back, he'd be back to being overpowered. Did bot lane win that hard, or are they just roaming? Well, I also think part of it is Corki's just not a good champion right now. If they were playing something a little bit more aggressive, I probably wouldn't be doing as good. Is Graves OP? Yes? Followed by question mark? Are the Venetians able to fend off both the Austrians and the French in the 15th century? Or, whatever called century. 1500s, there we go. Because back then, pretty much all your armies were still mercenaries. And the Venetians had the most money. Because they were, you know, the evil merchants who destroyed the Roman Empire. I mean, what? No, but they had the most money, so they hired really good, large armies. Plus, Austria wasn't really committed to that war. Austria joined, but like they joined and then we're kind of like, yeah, you know, whatever. Yeah, that was a good use of my health. Ah, you fucker. Okay.
You have been
Oh, okay. You win this round. I should have to sell that. I don't want to sell it, but I think I have to because I really need to get my rod stacked. I need a big rod, Twitch chat.
unstoppable.
You are null and void.
I like fleet footwork. Fleet footwork and triumph, I feel, give you some really good healing, especially in the mid game. Okay. Did you guys see in the next, oh, okay. You guys see in the next Crusader Kings expansion, they're letting you 4th Crusade the Romans? I know what my playthrough is gonna be.
I'm on my way.
Your team has destroyed.
You know, the funniest thing I've always found about that, honestly, is that everyone's like, oh, the 4th Crusade was the worst thing ever. How could Europeans do that to each other? And I've been thinking to myself, like, the fact that you think the Romans would call themselves Europeans is kind of funny. They would be pretty insulted by that.
Justice will be served.
Why would they hate being European? A, because the Europeans sacked the Western Roman Empire and they still blamed them for that. B, the Venetians were dicking them on trade for a long time. And C, they're way better than Europeans. They would never compare themselves to that filth.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Actually, you know what? I can keep pushing. Oh, wow, I lucked out. Ha!
Shut down.
Outplayed!
An ally has been slain. Shut down. An enemy has been slain.
Justice.
When you realize that the Ottoman Empire was basically just a continuation of the Eastern Roman Empire that kicked out all the cobwebs, the Eastern Roman Empire literally gave rise to the phrase a Byzantine affair,
As you wish.
meaning an overly bureaucratic mess brought in by thousands of years of laws.
Shut down. An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain.
My way.
Can we not? Like, you can't kill me, it's just annoying.
Balance above all else.
Muslims can't be Roman, change my mind. Well, the original Romans weren't, you know, Christian, nor were they Greek. So, you know, by that metric,
An ally has been slain.
are you serious? Didn't the Greeks help the Romans when the Romans were a small village? If by help you mean tried to assert control over the Italian peninsula, then yes.
There's a smell you can feel.
Really though?
Has been slain.
Justice will
Your
be
turret has
served.
been destroyed.
Shit, I need a little bit of gold. I'm not gonna find it though. Oh well. Guess you're just waiting based. Daily reminder that the only original white people are English, French, and Italians. Because they were the original. Whoa! The Germanic people invaded the Roman Empire. That's not a very white thing to do. Germans would not
Your
have
turret
been
has been destroyed.
white.
Balance of all else.
An enemy has been slain.
Okay, why is she so fed? What the fuck?
Enemy double kill.
I guess I just don't do any damage.
Has been slain.
Don't I have ability power? I do have ability power. I just don't have any damage. Yeah, I mean, he's doing that with a black cleaver. He's not even using Trinity.
An enemy has been slain.
What rune did he use? Conqueror. None about one-shotting. He just literally took no damage from me and massacred me, and I didn't deal any damage back to him. I shouldn't have panned my camera. Because now they know, because they're ghosting, and now they're running over here because they're ghosting. Okay. How come that time we did so good against her? What? Greeks didn't become mixed? What the fuck?
Balance above all else.
You realize Greeks would have been a Mediterranean people, right? Ethnically, Greeks would have had very little in common with Italians and French.
Magic is power against me.
How are Arabs white? You know what? I don't even care.
Has been slain.
You guys just come up. The definition of white just increases day by day. And it's eventually just going to involve everyone.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
You are null and void.
Well, I mean, it makes sense when you think about it. Nobody really wants to be racist, so you need to constantly increase the definition of what white is, so that more people will join your cool racist club.
Ally has been slain.
Each of your lives is sealed vortex.
Killing spree.
I mean, when you think about the absurdity of it all, Germany literally invaded Russia to commit genocide and ethnic cleansing of Russians. Modern day Nazis? Yeah, Russians are white. Yeah, I'm sure.
Rampage.
They will greet you as heroes.
Your team has destroyed a turret. An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
The dude is always out of line of sight. Always ulting. Anytime I'm doing fucking anything, he's out of line of sight ulting to fear me. What are the true Aryans then? It's a made-up term? Question mark. They're both white but from a different family. Interesting. Are Spanish white then? What about Italians? Are Italians white? What's for Casa dinner? You know, the really funny thing, too, is that the whole Nazi racial identity thing will always play heavily into, like, Roman themes, right? Oh, okay, yeah. The Romans were killed by the Germans. I mean, the Germans emigrated into Germany anyway, you know? Like, that whole thing is... Like, Germans aren't even the native Germans. No one was the native Germans.
Surpass
Thank you,
the
Skip. Thank you for
frailty
subscribing
of
to the
your
channel.
power.
No, that's not good. I have cooldowns. Totally intended. What a play, Hashinshin. You killed that Graves and secured the Baron perfectly. Yeah. Did you see my reaction speed? It was like I used my E almost before Graves was there. Totally intentionally.